The ducks did not look up until I lifted the camera. Oh, no, they don't care again. Somebody order daylilies? I mean, action.
Chickweed's edible. You can eat this stuff right here. That's chickweed.
I've been seeing that everywhere.
But this is a really nice, big, healthy plant too. Look at that.
Easy mouth with it.
All right, so here it goes. Are you watching? Are you watching?
You stick it in your mouth?
Are you watching?
Just ate a bunch of dirt. Is it dirt?
I'm gonna get a little bit of grit on it, but it's fine. All right,
onions.
so onions.
Onions.
These are spaced about 2 or 3 inches apart last year.
You said vegetative propagation.
Vegetative propagation. All right, so
fancy.
So there's a row here, and there's a row here, and this was one plant last year, and this was one plant last year. That was one plant. 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 So let's get in here.
These are not even the top sets yet.
These are not the top sets. This is just.
Where are you gonna put
this
these?
is just what happens to an onion. Just what happens to an onion whenever it goes through the year. Let me see if I can get it up without destroying too much of the shaft. This is last year's growth. The shaft that was there. There's a piece of it. Now, if I pull these up, this is actually was 2 different plants
like
last year. And between these 2 different plants last year, they kind of tangled together. Each one is split, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different plants that came out of the 2 that were right there, and then there's more over here that I still have to split up.
Yeah, like you're gonna be busy.
That's how we spread our onions.
And that's what you've been sticking over there.
Yep.
And that bed.
Yep.
Where Sasquatch. Trip. It's your alarm, I guess.
Here, digging up and dividing daylilies.
To get ready for your orders.
Get ready for the orders. This area used to be our daylily nursery area for the orange daylilies. We're moving that to other spots, and we're going to dig all the way through here about 3 foot wide, so just about the entire width in between where the duck fence is and where this is, and we're going to dig that out to about 3 foot deep.
Onions.
Fill it full of wood chips, and this will be part of our irrigation system where our walkways are.
You did a video on that.
I've done a walk. Yeah, I did a video on it. It's called Water
Desert
for Every.
on the plains?
Nope, Water for Every Garden.
Water for Every Garden.
Water for Every Garden, and you can see kind of the place where the wood chips have sunk in around the raised garden beds over there.
Just like one, right?
See where the trees are.
My finger.
Yeah, the wood chips have sunk in.
One goes that way.
About every 2 years.
There's one there he hasn't finished filling in.
Yeah. Well, I'm
goes that way.
I'm going to fill that one in here in a couple of days.
That way.
And then prepare those
PVC
areas
pipes.
over there.
I think you're at the end of one that goes.
Yeah. We'll prepare that area over there where the ducks are for corn. Corn.
Yeah.
And every 2 years, the wood chips will break down sufficiently that we can dig it out. They'll be mostly turned into dirt by then, and then we refresh and replenish the wood chips in the walkway. So every couple of years we dig it out. It makes new dirt for us, and in the meantime it holds on to the moisture and helps us prevent.
Basically, you got to redig your trenches every 2 years.
Every couple of years, yeah, and we turn that fresh soil out on the top of our garden beds. And of course you can see how nice and fertile that soil is. That's
henbit and garlic.
That's henbit, and there's some
clover,
henbit, dead nettle.
Dead nettle, that's the other one.
Yeah. Henbit, dead nettle, regular dead nettle, clover, and of course the garlic's in there. And you see that little tiny white flower over here. These little tiny white flowers. That white flower is from a member of the brassica family called a hairy bittercress, cardamom hirsute. Hirsute meaning hairy. Here's another one right here. Nope, this is not. This is shepherd's purse. Sorry, I'm a liar. This one's shepherd's purse. This one's shepherd's purse. That one's cardamom hirsute. Also with the colors. But you see the little tiny leaves there. That's the cardamom.
I see that everywhere.
Cardamom
too.
leaves.
Yep, we're looking for 4-leaf clover.
It tastes like mustard. If you're looking for something that tastes like a mustard.
Is that your mustard green?
That is a mustard. It's a wild mustard green.
Oh. Oh, I've seen that
if you're
everywhere.
looking for a wild mustard. Of course, the shepherd's
looking
purse
for a four-leaf
also
clover.
has a bit of a spicy or peppery
Oh,
flavor
there's a good
to
shot
it.
of it.
That's
There
a good
it
shot of
is.
shepherd's purse very early on.
Not making my
Particularly
camera
this part
work.
right
Use
here.
practice.
This part right here, I like
The
to
flower?
eat those. The flowers, yeah, the flower tops taste very, very peppery. Of course, you can eat the leaves too.
Wait, get a good shot of the leaves again. I'm
Yep.
seeing it's garlic.
It looks a bit like the leaves look a bit like a dandelion, but of course
Yeah.
you notice the
top's
flower is
not.
entirely different.
There
There's
it
the
is.
flower.
Yeah.
That's not a dandelion flower. That is a shepherd's purse flower.
Aw.
There you go. So back up and you get an entire look at the entire plant.
And it's garlic, buddy.
There you go. And
So it goes down in the ground?
that's a walking onion that's next to it actually.
What? You skippy.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it. Phone, stop
So
it.
that's edible. You can
My
eat
phone's
that.
being weird.
Don't eat a lot of it. It's high in protein, but it also has a sedative effect. If you eat a bunch of it, it'll make you sleepy.
Have it for dinner, I think is what he said.
Yeah, have it for dinner before you go to bed when you're planning on sleeping anyway. Otherwise, it may make you drowsy.
I think they're hunting for bugs.
They're bug hunting.
I've seen so many little holes in the ground. I don't know if they're like little birds or little animals that have been like they'll go dot 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 dot. They'll like make like they're grid searching just under the top
All right.
when the ground like right
Back
after
to work
rain.
here.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you get back to work.
Oi. Would you be so kind, young lady, as to bring those buckets a little bit closer for me, please?
I guess I'll pretend to help.
I should have grabbed them before I moved over here.
Later, my YouTube friend.